This video will discuss the online supplements of RazKids, HeadSprout, BrainPop, Generation Genius, Spelling City, Reading Eggs and Reading Express, and Keyboarding Without Tears. RazKids is a K-5 online reading resource to practice reading and literacy skills. RazKids is a supplemental phonics reading program. Students will have access to a library of ebooks with 29 different levels of reading difficulty, including fiction and nonfiction book. If the student's reading level is not known, the program administers a series of adaptive reading activities to identify the appropriate starting point of the student. Each ebook offers opportunities to listen, read, record, and take a comprehension quiz. The corresponding quiz includes a constructive response to check comprehension and give the next steps of instruction. Students access their ebooks in a kid-friendly, interactive environment. As students read books and pass quizzes, they advance to the next level. They will then earn stars to spend on building an avatar or a RazRocket. From the parent portal, parents can see which books and activities their child has completed, monitor their progress, and send them messages. This is the student portal where the students will, what the students will see when they log into RazKids. They can click into the reading room, and in the reading room, there is a bunch of books that are leveled according to the level that they tested into. So this is level P. Each book has the option of they can have it read to them, so an audio version, or they can also just read the book themselves. As they read the book themselves, the cursor highlights the words as they go along in the reading so that they can keep track of where they're at. They can also use the markup tools if they need to highlight certain words maybe that they don't understand or don't know and can ask, or they can use the stamps in other ways that they want also, their vocabulary words or things that they don't understand. There's a bunch of different topics. Adventure, animals and insects, art and music, communities and jobs, and the list goes on and on. There's also a bunch of leveled books. So when they test into the level, this one was level P, they have the option of reading books that are 3 levels below them or 2 levels above them. So it just keeps them right in the right level. There's also a fiction series, a Spanish version of the books, and poems and songs. In this section, the level up, students complete these automatically. They'll automatically be advanced to the Learning A to Z reading level. So once they complete these and pass the test with the 80% or higher score, then they'll advance to the next level. There will also be a couple of other icons here when assignments are assigned to them or digital assessments are assigned to them. One is called Flight Check and one are My Assignments. Another Learning A to Z product is called HeadSprout. Whereas RazKids, the students are learning to read, in HeadSprout, they are reading to learn. HeadSprout Reading Comprehension provides students in grades 3 to 5 with an ability to comprehend what they read. HeadSprout Reading Comprehension includes 50 30-minute online lessons which teach students strategies to master the 4 main components of comprehension: finding facts, making inferences, identifying themes in the main idea, learning vocabulary and context, individualized adaptive instruction, not just practice answering questions, as students are actually taught how to comprehend and the reason for learning comprehension. HeadSprout is a supplemental reading program. Throughout HeadSprout's early reading episodes, students are introduced to important reading fundamentals. Once they have mastered these key foundational reading skills, students move on to the second component of HeadSprout program, where they learn important reading comprehension strategies. Let's take a look at one of their lessons.
Let's learn to sound out words. This is how you sound out a word. Listen, I'll say each sound as the finger touches it. Then I'll say the word fast. Ran. Watch and listen again. ran. Now you say each sound for as long as the finger touches it. Then say the word fast. If you said ran, click on it. Let's play with friends. Click on each apple and listen.
Can.
Real.
Ran.
Click on who said the word like you did.
BrainPop is a resource that all of our DaVinci students have access to. BrainPop offers hundreds of animated educational videos across a wide variety of topics. Each video is 3 to 5 minutes long and feature BrainPop's animated stars, Tim and Moby. There are also interactive quizzes, activities, and games that go with each video. The content is intended for students in grades 3 to 6 and covers material in language arts, math, science, social studies, health, art, and technology. There is also a BrainPop Junior for K through 3 students. In BrainPop, the videos are divided into subject. They're also broken down further into units. And then further than that into topics. As you can see, there's a wide variety of topics available. You can also search BrainPop. Let's look at one on moon phases.
It's not what it looks like. To Tim and Moby. I've heard the moon waxes and wanes. What does that mean? From Devin. Hey Devin. Here on Earth, the moon doesn't always look like a perfect circle in the sky.
After each video, there are additional activities and ideas to supplement the video. Generation Genius is another resource that all of our students have access to. Generation Genius is a science teaching resource that brings school science standards to life through fun and educational videos paired with lesson plans, activities, quizzes, reading material, discussion questions, and more. Each video lesson includes the objective of the lesson, discussion questions, vocabulary, reading material, DIY activity guide, lesson plan, teacher guide, and assessment. Generation Genius videos are also broken down by grade level, or you can also search topics here.
Now we see half of it from our perspective, which is called a quarter moon. We keep moving and you can see about 3/4 is lit from our perspective. This is called a gibbous moon. We move further and the whole side that's facing us is lit. We call that a full moon.
Each lesson has a comprehensive lesson plan, discussion questions that you can discuss before the video with your students, with the answers. You can discuss necessary vocabulary that they might need to know before watching the video. There's also some reading material that you can download a DIY activity guide that you can download if you want to make the project, a lesson plan that you can follow along with, and a teacher guide that gives you more information, maybe to clear up some misconceptions about what you're learning, and then an online assessment. So there's a quiz game, and then there's also a paper quiz and an exit ticket, which are little quizzes to make sure that your student really grasps the objective of the lesson. Spelling City is a K-6 supplemental game-based learning site that offers over 40+ vocabulary, spelling, phonics, and writing activities to build reading comprehension. They're able to read, hear, speak, write, break down, and play with words. All spelling programs offered through DaVinci have the spelling list on Spelling City for student use. Your own spelling list can also be created. So if you're one of those parents that use Spelling Workout, the spelling lists are already on here created for you. Practice is in the form of flashcards, several game options, and spelling tests. Students receive immediate feedback on all games and tests. You can review your child's work through the parent portal. Spelling City is not a spelling program, but it is used as a supplemental practice to their spelling instruction. Here's the parent or the student portal that the kids will see when they log in. In the Listen Games, you can find what curriculum you're using. So if you're using Spelling Workout, level C, you're on lesson 3. There's all your words. It's going to give you how to pronounce pronunciation, how to pronounce them. You can print them out if you want. There's ways to study them. You can use the word study, the flashcards, the word videos. There's the test, and there's games that they can play. A lot of games that they have access to practice their spelling. If your curriculum that you're using is not on there, you can also create your own lists. And the games will work the same way with your own lists. And there's also a place of to put or to have your students' records in here. So how they did on their spelling test will be here. Let's create a list of our own. As you can see here, now you have the access to the same games and lists, and how you can print them, how you study them as the pre-made lists.
Flip through your flashcards to study your words. Black. Tack. Tack. Sack.
The next one we'll discuss is Reading Eggs. Reading Eggs provides research-based online reading lessons, activities, games, and books for students in kindergarten through 2nd grade. Lessons are sequenced and build on what students already know. The program focuses on core reading curriculum of phonics and sight word using skills and strategies essential for reading success. Engaging, interactive, and self-paced for young readers. It also has colorful animation, fun songs, and a reward system to keep kids motivated. Students will complete a placement test to assess their current level and then move on after mastery from each section. This is the student dashboard for Reading Eggs. Students will be able to see exactly what they need to learn for the week. It's all spelled out for them right here. Their reading lesson, their spelling lesson, their driving tests. Show you a little bit about that. They can do a little test on sight words, letters and sounds, and content words.
The word for as in for 1 minute. The word has as in she has a book. The word in as in. The word him as in. The word it.
So all kinds of little games for them to use. Each section focuses on a little bit something different. This is the spelling section. They are also tested and put in a placement level that refers to the map. So this student is on map 5. And that's where they'll start.
Letter grid. Find the letter. There are 6 to find. This time your letter is U.
Click on a. This is the letter U. It makes the sound a. Capital U looks like this. It also makes the sound.
So it's very interactive with the students. The students can navigate this on their own. As they earn points, they're able to buy awards down here, get critters, do more games and puzzles, put more things into their house. So a lot of incentive for the kids, and they do that by earning these eggs as they accomplish their lessons for the week. Readings Express is an interactive online reading program intended for students in grades 2nd through 6th and designed to build reading and comprehension skills. It's a supplemental program designed to build skills in reading, comprehension, spelling, vocabulary, and grammar. The program has hundreds of interactive reading activities, online children's books, and literacy games. A placement test will be given to determine the appropriate level within the program. The Reading Express library has over 2,500 online books for kids, and it allows parents to see their child's progress. As in Reading Eggs, Reading Express has a similar dashboard for students. Here they'll be able to track their progress. They'll be able to complete their lessons. The student is on map 21. This is where they tested into. Children learn a range of comprehension strategies that enable them to access increasingly difficult and challenging literature and nonfiction text. There's also a section on English skills, which includes 216 spelling lessons, and there's also some printable worksheets, about 2 per lesson. The lesson focuses on common spelling rules, generalizations, and strategies, ending with an assessment test. The Stadium, children practice their spelling, grammar, and vocabulary, fluency in timed games against different opponents from around the world. The library, the Reading Express library, has more than 2,500 reading leveled and Lexile leveled books for ages 5 to 12 years old. And this is where the students can earn those rewards by completing their lessons. Here's a sample lesson on word trees.
Word trees. Read the word on each tree. Put words together to make a group of words on a topic. Drag and drop words onto each word tree. Click OK when you are done. spring. Shirts. Sandals. Autumn.
And so on. The last one in this video is Keyboarding Without Tears. Keyboarding Without Tears is a web-based curriculum for grade K-5 that teaches typing, general computer readiness, and digital citizenship, and online test prep. Some key features of this is there are color-coded rows and unique approach to make keyboarding an automatic skill. It's grade level specific. It's engaging activities to keep kids motivated. The program teaches digital citizenship lessons to prepare students to use the computer and internet safely and responsibly. And it teaches keyboarding alongside other subjects such as math, social studies, and ELA and science. 5 to 10 minutes a day or 30 minutes a week is recommended. Let's take a look at a sample lesson plan from Keyboarding Without Tears.
Type each letter combo. Squid. Plankton. Spinosaurus. Great job!